What's going on, everybody? We got another live before lock. We've got the return of TST. George, I know people were already asking for George. George is stateside right now and just messaged me for recommendations for places to grab food and a drink outside of Barclays Center before the Nets Warriors game tonight. But we got TST back out of retirement. How are we doing, man?
Doing well. Looking forward to diving into this game week.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. I feel like we've got most of the information. We're still waiting on a couple of things, but we'll dive into that. One quick announcement real quick. You'll see this in the chat. It is the pin chat. We unleashed a Team Hold VIP, and I was telling some people beforehand, excited to mess around with this. And the first thing that we're going to do is fire up a live after dark today, which is exciting, which the second this show ends, we're going to start that stream up. We'll have another rare tier card giveaway. We'll go over like the optimal lineups and stuff like that before lock happens. And then we'll also just kind of, just dick around and hang out for a little bit. But with this, I've talked a lot about this. The value hunting plays will come out a little bit earlier for the VIPs. We're also going to do a Monday MVP show every week and a couple of other things. And it's like $4.99. So it's not going to affect live before lock. All of the content you've been getting, you'll still be getting. But if that's something you're into, go check the pin chat. I think we got like 25 or so already hanging out. So come join. We'll find other ways to mess around with it as well. But before we like dive into the injury news, all that fun shit, any overarching things we need to discuss here, TST, before we dive in, excuse me?
I do have like a question for this game week for both you and the chat is, are you like approaching anything with the trade deadline in mind, considering it'll affect the wonky game would be the final Thursday. So if you're looking at the games on Thursday night, those can be like some really weird lineups. Have you like thought of trying to predict any trades or anything with your lineups?
I initially was doing that, and then I wasn't like losing my mind too much about like who was actually playing, and I was like, you know what, is this more hype than reality? And so Thursday's games, right? We have the Warriors and the Pacers. I can see both the Warriors making a move, and the Pacers making another ancillary move. Spurs, Magic, Cavs, Nets. Mavs and Knicks. The Knicks definitely could make another move. We see Bulls and Grizzlies, Timberwolves and Bucks, Jazz, Suns, Nuggets, Lakers, and Pistons, Blazers. So we do have a lot of games that game week.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know, right? Normally it's like 2 or 3 games. Also, shout out to all these new members. Let's go. The one that sticks out to me the most, TST, is the Warriors situation, but the projections are kind of already, because Wiggins is missing a game, we assume, with this injury, we're already seeing those Warriors guys pop. So I don't really know. Are you okay? Here we go. Billy Jackson in the chat saying I'm looking at it as mostly upside. Yeah, is that kind of how you're attacking it, or what was your thought process?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, first of all, like predict And I just find it interesting that it's the last game of the week. So we don't have
Yeah.
like if the trade deadline was even just tomorrow, we'd have like some
Right.
more rumors flying and stuff like that. And then maybe I'd make a move. But I hadn't realized how many games were on Thursday. So it does
I
make
know it's
it
normally not like that.
interesting. Yeah. So some people might luck into some stuff, but none of the teams like really stuck out. I guess the Trailblazers would be the one for me.
Sure.
But they're kind of already kind of rotating through G Leaguer
Yeah.
level players. So there's nothing like crazy. But if you are kind of like, oh, like I don't know about them, I think Brogdon could easily be moved. And then, there'll be some other players that might pop a little bit with them.
Yeah.
The Nets would be one I think that
Mhm.
because you got to think of the teams that are going to be shipping out players that aren't necessary
Right.
that are going to be the ones giving up the players. Like the Knicks, yeah, they're probably going to make a move, but they're going to be taking on someone and likely giving up like some
Brogdon.
picks or someone that doesn't play that much. So that won't really affect Thursday. It'll affect more like the long term for them.
Yeah, I guess like really now that you say that, like we could see, if the Jazz make a move, I still don't think that's gonna unless it's like Clarkson and then it's like Keontae George gets a little bit of a boost and Colin Sexton, but I honestly don't think they're going to. The Nets, I think, is a good call. Like maybe Cam Johnson becomes a little bit safer because his minutes get boosted up if Royce O'Neal moves or Dorian Finney-Smith. And then with the Blazers, I don't know, maybe you just give Scoot a little bit more of a boost,
Yeah. If you're
Yeah,
if
that's a
you're
good thought process.
rookie there, I'd feel pretty good. The way he's playing too.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot. Yeah, especially if Brogdon gets moved. I mean, every time. I mean, he's had some games where he's popped with Brogdon in, and now you take Brogdon out of that equation. He's playing 30 minutes. Yeah, I like that. Good thought process, man. Let's dive into. I didn't mean to say that like I patted you on the head, like, hey, good job, son.
I don't expect you to have any good takes.
Let's dive into some of the injury news. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? Goodness, my bad. Let's fire up the giveaway here. Longest we've gone without that. So like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and put hashtag after dark for your shot at a rare tier card. And hey, if this is your first time here, the way this is going to work, we're going to run down the injury news as fast as I can. We'll go over some of the projections, and then we'll hit all of your questions and answers. So like the stream, subscribe to the channel. After dark. Why don't I dive right into the injury stuff and let's see what we got cooking so far here. Again, we've gotten some of it, like Luka is in, right? So Luka's available. Paul George not on the injury report. We got early in the day that LaMelo is out. LeBron is questionable. Anthony Davis is questionable. They both played over the weekend, and it's not a back-to-back. I feel like they're going to play, but who knows? Garland is questionable. I don't think we've gotten that any clarification on that. I did see Mobley's minutes is going to be around 26, I think. Zion is questionable. Kyrie returns. Jared Allen is questionable, but Allen, who got hurt on Thursday, played on Saturday, so I feel like he's probably good to go. We just got word that Tobias Harris is a game time decision. RJ Barrett's been ruled out. Wiggins is doubtful. Zubac is out. Cody Martin is out. Herb Jones questionable. Sadiq is questionable. Maxi Kleber is available. Real quick, I'm just gonna pop over to the Twitter to make sure I didn't miss anything else. And sometimes they drop some of that Tuesday news ahead of time. So looking over here, oh, Leaky Black. Leaky Black is starting for the injured Cody Martin. There you go. Yeah, here's the Mobley 26 minutes. Frankie Smokes has been ruled out. Okay, Jaren Jackson Jr. is doubtful for tomorrow. Vince Williams is questionable. Jared Vanderbilt is out 3 to 4 weeks. You got Halliburton with another questionable. Caruso's questionable. Kobe White is probable for tomorrow. That's most of the stuff for tomorrow. Tyler Hero should be good to go tomorrow as well. So there you go. That is the injury stuff. How do we feel about Portland not playing until Thursday, says Borland. I think Brogdon would be the only guy I'd be nervous about. I feel like, everybody else should be good to go. It just sucks you're only getting one game from them this game week. Them and the Thunder, I think, are the main one games. But anything from that injury news that is piquing your interest?
Just like kind of like the Hallie and Mobley situation. It's like feel like we have to be really patient with them. I think Mobley has
Yeah.
3 games, so I don't know if you'd like almost want to roll the dice with him. I think his cap's hovering around 30 now.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice if it was a little lower. But if you're thinking like, every game he's going to increase by like 2-3 minutes by the end of the game week, he could be an interesting play.
Yeah, I agree with you. I wish his cap was a tiny bit lower. It would feel nice. Let's dive into some of these projections over from our friends at Momentum Labs. Again, these are just projections. You know, they project. They're not guaranteed. All right, here we go. And these were updated earlier today. I don't think we had too much injury news that should mess with it, but down low, the 5 to 10 range, we got Bryce McGowan's is the guy that really jumps out. Cap of 5, projection of 14. I actually thought Bryce McGowan's cap was a little bit higher than that. Hold on, I just want to double check something real quick. Nope, that is the cap. So there you go. In the 7 range, you see Micic from the Thunder, but again, only one game this game week. Don't love that. Javon Carter, Davion Mitchell project fine. Max Christie's the next one, cap of 8, projection at 13. Maybe D'Lo gets traded, and then Maxi Kleber. I didn't realize his cap was 9. His cap is 9. He projects for 20. And then in the 10 range, you see Christian Brown. I feel like last year, man, we had a lot of these plays where it was like, oh, dude, you got to get the cap of 5 and let it rip. I feel like we haven't been getting a lot of that this week or this season, and I feel similarly about this game week.
Yeah, I think we just had maybe we're remembering the Wemby effect of all the tanking teams a little more. So maybe we'll get a little later in the year, but also I think that was happening abnormally early because it was Wemby. So that might be why. Bryce McGowan's is interesting just at that cap, I think, and with Charlotte's with Mellow out and some other banged up people. And then Max Christie's kind of interesting to me with Vanderbilt out. And they're just kind of trying to find their rotation. So he has a couple games. I don't mind what he can do. He's like really long. So like he can just pick up some blocks or steals. So I don't mind rolling the dice with him.
Alan with a good point. No projection for Canonis. Yeah, so he project cap of 5 projection of I'm seeing 12 over here, 12 and a half. So you remember the Warriors still have a lot of bodies, and Moses Moody might be back in action. So something to pay
he's
attention
supposed to be back.
to. Yeah, so that messes it up a little bit. All right, cap of 11. Let's move 11 to 20. Jay Crowder's cap is 11, projects for 13 and a half. In the 12 range, you see Dyson Daniels, Gary Harris, all right around their cap, no value. Same thing with the 13 range. 14, a little better with Matisse Thybulle, but that's really it. The 15 range, you get a couple. So Jonathan Isaac has a cap of 15. He's got 2 games this game week, projects for 23 and a half. Reggie Jackson, cap of 15, projects for 20. In the 16 range, you see Quentin Grimes, who has missed the last couple of games. The Knicks do have 2 games this game week. He's a solid play if he's good to go. Royce O'Neal, same thing, although trade rumors, so who knows. Cap of 7. Actually, I wonder if the trade rumors affect Quentin Grimes. I don't think so, not for somebody like Brogdon. But Plumlee, cap of 17, projects for 22. 18, you see Torian Prince is fine. And then the 19 range gets a little bit better. We've got Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs is a cap of 19, projects for 27. You got Benedict Mathurin, projects for 24. Lonnie Walker for 24 as well. KCP is fine. And then in the 20 range, we've got Onyeka Okongwu, which is probably the biggest moneymaker from this game week because Clint Capella is going to miss 7 to 10 days, I believe. So Okongwu moves into the starting lineup. I'm going to pull up one more. We might not see it here, but Bruno Fernando, the backup big, he's got a cap of 9. He actually projects for 20. So that's somebody that we missed. I'm rolling out both Bruno and Onyeka in different lineups, not together, I don't think, although you probably could get away with that too. But that 10 to 20 range, what's sticking out for you?
Jonathan Isaac, I think just he's high points per minute. So if he gets enough time, pick up some stocks. Torian Prince is kind of interesting for me. Probably like, one that the price isn't spiking too much or anything because it's not crazy projections. But he got sent to the bench, I think last game, but he still played like 30 plus minutes and was so productive wise. And then Lonnie Walker as well. I don't know. Was he projecting that well?
23, I believe. Cap of 19 projects for 23.
Yeah. And then he's one too that, could do some different stuff. So
yeah, I think that's good. Sorry, we just get some weird news that Paul Reed, part of the reason he was missing or like had weird minutes that last game was because of an illness. And Nick Nurse just said, what was Paul Reed is still dealing with an illness. Reed was limited to 15 minutes on Saturday. So kind of a weird update if you were rolling out Paul Reed. I do think the Sixers have a couple games, so I don't think it. I would really temper your expectations for him, which sucks for one of my lineups because I love B-ball Paul. I love B-ball Paul.
Mo Bamba.
That's true, baby. Mo Bamba. Usually my rule is no Bamba. All right. Speaking of Paul Reed, Kappa 21 projection for 29. So they do have 2 games this game week. Listen, this is what I would say, right? If he projects for 29, let's say for the game 1, it's probably projects for 20, and then game 2, 28. And then you can decide if you want to let it rip with them. The pod god, Pajemski, is a Kappa 21, projects for 32. I'll give Max Struess a shout too. Kappa 21 projection of 24. 23 range, nothing. Dinwiddie's fine. Barnes is fine. 24 range, Cameron Johnson and Santi Aldama. Although who knows what's happening with the Grizzlies and their roster. Bogdan Bogdanovic has been playing really good basketball, and his cap's like fine. Cap of 26, projection at 32. He's someone too. Listen, if you think DeJounte is going to go, maybe that second game he gets to roll by himself. Miles Turner, you can suck a dick, Miles. Russ Westbrook is a cap of 26, projection at 30. Josh Hart, a cap of 26, projection at 29. The 28 range, nothing really. 29, Brandon Miller continues to be on a heater. Nurkic is fine. Nurkic coming off a big game. And then at 30, Bradley Beal, who doesn't have like a super high projection, but he's coming off a monster game too. Projects for 33. Jakob Poeltl returns, cap at 30, projection at 32.5. I don't know. How are we feeling about that 20 to 30 range?
Was Okongwu that you already mentioned, Pods,
Yeah.
and Brendan Miller for me. With Wiggins not playing, Pods gonna keep getting tons of minutes. And then Brandon Miller, with the more LaMelo sits, the better he's looking.
Man, Miller's been chucking. Miller and Bridges have both been pretty consistent for them. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and the Warriors situation is kind of interesting. I mean, like we're going to talk about Kuminga here in this next range. He's been playing out of his mind. Kuminga's been awesome. He's been their second or third best player on their team. So I think you can roll out any of those guys. Like I think Draymond's going to be a fine play this game week, even if he doesn't project like super well. But I really like all those guys. And Pajemski should start. I think he should start. All right, let's go 30 to 40 here, and then we'll look at MVPs. We get a cap at 31, projection at 34 for Hartenstein. 32, Cam Thomas projects pretty well, 36.5. Hero's fine. Brogdon's fine. 33, we've got Timmy Hardaway. Dante DiVincenzo continued to play really well for the Knicks. I imagine when OG comes back, Quentin Grimes comes back, he's probably not playing 45 minutes a game, and some of those shots come down a little bit, but still a great play. Emmanuel Quickley, so he projects for 37 here. I actually think Quickley with RJ out, yeah, he projects for 43 over at top tier projections. I really like IQ this game week. They've got 2 games, and again, no RJ, should have to do a little bit more, but who knows, maybe that means to get blown out. Kuminga cap at 34, projection at 39. Porzingis cap at 34, projection at 38.5. 37 range. I'll shout out Scotty Barnes, even though he's been frustrating. He's going to cap at 37, projection 42. That's really it. Nobody's screaming off the page in that 30 to 40 range. And just quickly here, I'll just shout out a couple to see if there's any MVPs really jumping off the page. No, there isn't. Everybody's like fine. For this higher up tier, how are we feeling?
IQ, I really like for tonight's game in particular with RJ not there. And, he was who they were going to at the end of the game and in overtime. So that was with RJ playing. That was with Scotty Barnes only taking one shot after like the first quarter or whatever the hell he did last game.
Right.
So he's a good play. And Mobley is tempting.
So and I'm just going to pull this up too. Tom said, why is he down for 2 games rather than 3? So in this projections, because it's a back-to-back and he's back from injury, they're assuming he sits one of those 3.
Yeah. So Mobley is, if you have him and you got nothing else, you could feel all right playing him. But if it's a kind of a toss-up because you're looking at projections or anything, I'd probably take the other player. But I like Porzingis at that cap. I'll just like low 30s Porzingis. He's got 50 plus regular upside in my opinion. So you kind of just you got to roll him out at that cap.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. All right, we're almost to the question portion. Hang tight. Real quick, just to remind people, if you haven't looked at the pin chat, sign up for the VIP. We got a lot of fun stuff going on. A stream happening right after this. We're doing live after dark. We're going to give away a rare tier card, look at projections, all that fun stuff. But if you're like, hey, I came for the free giveaway. The free giveaway is here. You got to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag after dark. There's 134 entrants in there. Only 92 there's 134 watching, only 92 entrants. So get those in real quick before we dive into the questions. I'm just going to show, this is what I'm rolling out with my squads this game week. Although I think I'm just going to roll with Paul Reed. I'm going to live and die on the Paul Reed train. But here we go. So this is my limited contender. I'm rolling out Scotty, Bruno Fernando, Paul Reed, Bogdan, and Josh Hart, which looks good on paper, but any lineup with Scotty has not been good on after the games. I'm kind of excited about the limited champ. I'm rolling with Kyrie with multiple games over SGA with one game, which feels gross, but I'm doing it. And with Kuminga, Onyeka, IQ, and Dante DiVincenzo. I really like this lineup, even though I don't have like a real one. Who cares about the limited Eastern Conference? Rare champ, baby. AD, Kuminga, DiVincenzo, IQ, and Okongwu.
Damn.
Can we have a game, AD? I don't think I've ever won a rare champ reward. I would like to win one. So that's the rare champ. And then rare contender will be the last one that I show. We get Scotty Barnes again, Bradley Beal, Bogdan, Bruno, and then Quentin Grimes, unless Quentin Grimes doesn't play. So that's what we're rolling with. Do you have any lineups you're excited about this game week?
I'm kind of in the process of building while we're on the go here. So
all right,
nothing that's screaming, but maybe at the end I'll have something that I've cooked up.
All right, yeah, we'll share it at the end. Let's jump into QQs. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Put the projections back up. All right, OG's out again. Dante, is OG already been ruled out? Did I miss that? Did I miss that news? I do like that if that's true. Rohat says, is Zohan going to play? I don't know. I've been leaning towards him playing in the underdog streets. I've been drafting him like he's going to play. So,
well, we got some Tuesday news here worth mentioning. Freddie's out on Tuesday.
Ooh.
OG's out. Aldama's questionable. Contrar's questionable. Lively to miss at least 2 more games.
Wow. Kleber.
Yeah. Dorian Finney-Smith out Monday, unlikely to play Tuesday as well.
I'm gonna be honest. This is what I'm doing right now before I answer another question. Maxi Kleber, what's the price looking like for you, sir? 30. Man, I think I'm gonna make a buy here.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna make a buy, and I'm sorry.
Back to your live before lock buys.
I know, and I haven't been doing it. I've been like so steady this year with not making real life purchases. But Maxi Kleber, welcome aboard, baby. It's time. It's time to shine. It's time to bring the Maxi Kleber, the pride of Germany, on board. I got to make sure. Hold on. Let's make sure nobody buys this shit. Oh, okay. Hold on. Of course, it's like, oh, dude, you have cash, but you don't have ETH, and it needs ETH only. You know what I'm saying? Because it's fucking crypto, bro. All right, hold on one second. Swear to God, if somebody else buys it. Maxi, welcome aboard. You scored this card. We love to see that. I'm sure people are firing questions right now and are absolutely furious that I am not sharing it, the questions, and I'm out here buying so rare cards. But this is what happens, dude. This is what happens. Shut up. I'm giving away VIPs, I'm giving away cards. What are you guys thinking about a risky lineup like AD, Sabonis, Bruno Fernando, Kleber, and McGowan in contender? Oh, dude, I love this shit. How do you feel about that?
Wait, AD, Sabonis?
Yeah, because then he goes Bruno, because McGowan's is 5, Fernando is really low.
Oh, and we got the 10 extra cap now too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You get ceiling games by AD and Sabonis, and you're laughing.
Yeah, let that shit rip. Tebow, sorry, you said Josh Hart and Kelly Oubre or Franz Wagner and Precious Achua. Who I'm gonna let you pick this one.
Damn. This tough. Kelly Oubre, Franz, slightly lean Franz and Achua, just because I think.
Yeah,
Franz
that's where I would go too.
Especially
if OG misses another game. I like what Achua's been doing. I enjoy his game. Coop saying, should I run Curry, Kuminga, DiVincenzo, and Kleber, or Curry, DiVincenzo, Pajemski, and a Kappa 22? That first one looks pretty good. Those are all guys that I would like to play.
Yeah.
And the second one, I got to figure out.
So it's really Kuminga and Kleber versus Pods and a Kappa 22.
Yeah, let's go Kuminga and Kleber, baby. Kleber. All right, David wants us to pick one duo. Joker, only one game, and Maxi Kleber. AD and Plumlee, Maxi and Plumlee, or Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart. I know Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart went to college together. It's not that one. Zubac is out. How about AD and Plumlee? We rocking with that one or Maxi and Plumlee?
AD and Plumlee.
Yeah, I think I like AD. AD's matchup is nice. Dennis Smith Jr. or Lonnie Walker. I don't. So let me see if Dennis Smith Jr. is projecting at all here. He's not. Let me. Oh wait, I actually think I spelled that wrong. I did. Okay, Kappa 19 projection is 17. Lonnie projects better, so Lonnie's the one to play there. Need to see some Bruno Fernando projections. Might use him for limited. So I don't think Bruno's projecting in this most recent update on here. But however, I got Bruno. I use top tier. Kappa 9 projection of 20. I think that's a ceiling projection. I would say, let's say Kappa 9 projection is 17. Roy asked about Jordan Wara. No, I don't. Right? How do you feel about that? You know better than I do.
No. Now, no, they don't play Thursday. When do they play? They play Wednesday.
Tonight.
This would have been a perfect scenario where I would have played Nora
on
in anticipation of like maybe
hell yeah,
Bruce Brown getting shipped out, maybe Gary Trent finally getting booted. Please do that.
Yeah.
And then Nora, because if Nora gets time, he's chucking. He is chucking.
I like that.
He's not getting time even with just RJ out.
No, I think
he barely got time when RJ and Quickly were out. So
yeah, I think you just hope Toronto trades like Dennis and Bruce Brown at the trade deadline, and then you can run Jordan Wire the rest of the season. Jakob Pertl has returned. How are you feeling about Jakob?
He's never, like, his minutes are a little slow. They don't have Jonte Porter. You know what? This first game is really interesting if we get a Joe Val game, because I don't think they have really anyone else to match up with him. So
yeah,
if we had a little more news on the Pelican situation, like a Zion out,
right.
or who else is questionable for them? Someone else is questionable for them.
I think it's just Zion. I think he's the only Q tag for them.
And we knew more Joe Val minutes, then I'd be more comfortable with Portal. But he's still probably gonna get you, 30 to 40, but 40 is probably his ceiling kind of right now.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's fine. He's that like classic contender play. I don't want to put him in my champ. I don't think. Mo Bamba and Ben Simmons. So I'm a little. The news I got another update on Philly is that they're like, the Paul Reed is still sick, but they need him. So like, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't think I'd roll out Mo Bamba. Ben Simmons' minutes are still a little weird, but I think you could get freaky with it. The Brook Lopez, so he missed the last 2 games, but they weren't like, it's not like they ruled him out early in the day. So whenever I see that, I just like assume they're getting closer to coming back, but I don't think we know. And then Jackson saying, what about Moody? So he's going to cap a 14, projects a 14. I am of the mindset I want to see Moody play before I roll him out. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I have a rare Moody, so I've played him a lot. And he's almost never come through for me. And this is like when there's a lot of injuries, when there's not. And I'm just like, he's kind of in the regular rotation, but he's kind of just, getting his 15 to 20 minutes and gets you a 10 to 15 score.
I get it. All right, DeMar the Coos. I'm going to give you a DeMar. I'm taking DeMar here, Sneeps. Fiorello is saying Fox and Fultz or IQ and Bogdanovich. I like that you said B Bogdanovich, which I'm assuming is Bogdan. Who are you taking there?
Give me a second. Give me
IQ. You got IQ and Bogdan. All right. I like it. We got Leon the Lion, Mobley and Beal with Reggie. Oh, Mobley or Beal with Reggie Jackson. Or Leon, I don't know if you're asking. Are you saying Mobley, Beal with Reggie? That's how it must be. Mobley, Beal, and Reggie, or White, Moody, Hayes? Leon, ask that again. I don't know what you're asking.
And which White?
Yeah, which what? Derek, I'm assuming, or Kobe. Yeah, which White? Yeah, careful, TSD. Zealy saying Steph Kuminga and Precious or Anthony Davis, Cam Thomas, and Okongwu. Whoo! This is fire. I like this one a lot because as I'm reading them, I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely that one. And then I read the second one. I'm like, well, it's definitely that one. I love Okongwu, and I love AD this game week. Cam Thomas makes me nervous, but otherwise, I love that one.
Yeah, I kind of like Steph right now. I feel like he's back in a groove. Kuminga, I don't trust Kuminga that much, but I don't trust Cam Thomas that much either.
Yeah.
And I'm Okongwu over Precious for sure. So it's the second for me.
It's close. Josh is saying Kuminga and Moody or Mobley, Nurk, and Isaac. I think, wow, man. I think it's the second one, and I don't know if it's Mobley or Nurk, though. Like, I just feel more comfortable with Isaac than I do Moody right now. Nurk is coming on. Nurk looked amazing in that game against Washington, but that's what Washington does. Yeah, I think I would lean. I think I would just go Nurk and Isaac there. Taylor said Bruce Brown or Russell Dam Flexbrook. So TSC, we were talking about this privately. We kind of like Russ a little bit with Zubac out, right?
Yeah, but I kind of like Bruce Brown with RJ out too.
With no RJ, yeah.
Their caps must be similar, I guess, if you're asking this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to pull that up. Bruce Brown, Brucey Bruce has a cap of 27, projection of 21. That was before the RJ news. I would say it's a projection of 29 now. Westbrook has a cap of 26, projection of 30, but that's also before the Zubac news. So let's say it's 32.
I would say Westbrook's ceiling's probably a little higher.
Yeah, I like that. Al Horse saying Pirtle and Aldamo or Simons and Roddy. Dude, we just don't have enough news, but I like the second one. We just don't know if they're playing, though. But I like the second one. All right, Roy says, what do you think for the limited contender? Oh, wait. Actually, this will be the first time I think it's bad. Steph, Siakam, Springer, Kleber, Mathurin. I love everybody but Springer. Springer makes me so nervous. He's got a cap of 10, projection of 8. Like, dude, if you can get down to – oh, you already said Kleber. Oh, Steph and Siakam in the contender, though. That is nice, Roy. Can you get down – even like Muscala, dude. Like, can you get –
Wait, Springer's 10? Even Christian Braun.
Braun, yeah. But it's not as bad as I thought it was initially. Or Max Christie. It's not, yeah. I like that you're able to get Steph and Siakam in that lineup, though. PG, Curry, or Bam. I think this is really just between Curry and Bam, right?
Yeah.
So Bam has a cap of 39, projection of 42. Steph has a cap of 44, the projection of basically 44. Do you lean Steph?
I'm going Steph, but I also think a PG game is coming.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Leon, you asked it again, but I feel like this is so Moody, Jackson Hayes, or okay. Is that like comma? So are we picking Moody, Jackson Hayes, or okay? I think it's Reggie Jackson, right?
We're just picking one of the three?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, yeah. Sorry, we had more intrigued. Weren't you asking like crazy stuff about penises and vaginas earlier? I've been seeing your questions come in. I've been seeing them come in more. Why is Fernando projecting so good? It's because Clint Capella's out. So Kongu's going to move into the starting roles. And I think shout out Tom Walker, a recent VIP member. He pointed out Bruno's last 2 games with that in that situation. He has just crushed. So there you go. Walker or Fultz. I don't know who. Why can't I think of who?
Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie Walker. I feel like Fultz is going to project better, but he's not yet to get there. Cap of 20 with a projection of 20. Lonnie Walker projects better. Cap of 19, projection of 24. Basically, you like Lonnie? Okay. Spencer Dinwiddie and Royce O'Neal projection. So Din shitty. Shout out Kyle Kuz. Cap of 23, projection of 25.5. Royce, cap of 16, projection of 20. Both solid plays, both projected or both could get traded. So keep that in mind.
Mike, I'm building a lineup here. Who you like more, Nick Richards or PJ Washington?
PJ Washington.
Yeah. That's
It's close.
That's what I
like
had.
PJ Washington.
But they're like the same cap, same team. I had to ask.
Yeah, I lost my spot. What happened? What happened here?
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No. I like my computer did it. Chuck Hayes or Brian Scalabrine. Give me Chuck Hayes.
Chucky Hayes all day. Underrated Raptor.
All day. Jalen Green, Keegan Murray, or Cum Buckets. So listen, Ewan, Cum Buckets is going to project the best. I'm a little bit more intrigued by Jalen Green with no Fred VanVleet. How about you?
Ooh, yeah, no Freddie now.
I
was going to be intrigued by Keegan Murray because it's basically like Keegan Murray and Monk and Herder and them kind of just rotate who has a good game, and Monk's been on a heater, so he's ready to let everyone down, and then someone has to step up and take over that role. So
I will say Kuminga projects 12 points better than Keegan Murray and 13 points better than Jalen Green. So Kuminga projects the best. However, that's closer. Is Jaylen Brown a good play? I know he missed the most recent game, but I don't think that's serious. He's going to cap at 39, projects for 40. They only have one game this game week, so that's something to pay attention to. Let me just make sure. Yeah, they only have one game this game week, so pay attention to that. We got okay, DiVincenzo, Beal, Monk, Lonnie Ray. Okay, that's too many. There's too many, Leon. Or Steven. So you ready? This here. I'm going to give a tip to everybody. Leon, this is not your fault. I should say this at the beginning. So if you already have one of the players that's going to be in both of your lineups, you don't have to put it in there. So right, like DiVincenzo is already going to be in both. So we're saying Beal, Monk, Lonnie, Reggie Jackson, and Lonnie's already in both. So we're saying Beal, Monk, Reggie Jackson, or Derek White, Harrison Barnes. Yeah, it's going to be Harrison Barnes, right? Yeah. Or Jackson. I think it's the first one. It's the first one. Jackson Hayes is, I know he had a good game. Jackson Hayes is not a play. You can't play Jackson Hayes. Right?
It's the first one, yeah.
Yeah, it's the first one. Wagner, Mobley, or Kuminga. I'm more I think, like, listen, Kuminga's going to project the best, but I do like Franz this week, right?
Yeah, I feel like Franz has been going under the radar since he came back from injury.
Yeah.
But,
Kuminga projects the best, but I sneaky like Franz. Sunshine 49er, what lineup do y'all like better? Curry, Harden, Barnes, B-Ball, Paul, and Okongwu? Oh, I see. Champion versus contender. Or Barnes, Turner, B-Ball, Paul, Okongwu, Jonathan Isaac. Man, projection-wise, say that contender lineup is fire, but, dude, I hate Miles Turner.
Ooh,
where would you lean here?
Okay. Champions, Curry, Harden, Barnes. That's Scotty Barnes?
It's got to be Scotty, yeah.
Okay, Scotty, B-Ball, Paul, Okongwu, or we're talking B-Ball, Paul, Okongwu's in both. Jonathan Isaac, Scotty Barnes, Turner. I like the first one.
Yeah, all right, first one. Let's ride.
Paul, you're asking a lot for Curry, though.
I know. I'm going to take Malik Monk here. I'm going to try to catch us up quickly. Asking about here we go. We're asking about KJ Martin. Dude, is KJ Martin getting run right now? I don't think he. Oh, wait, I just passed it. Sorry. He's not really getting run. Let me double check. Yeah, he's not projecting at all on both sites that I use. So don't do it. Miles Turner. Okay, this is where I draw the line. I will take Miles Turner here between Miles Turner and Kelly Oubre. Best plays 25 or below. Here, I'll read off a bunch. You tell me your favorite here. So we got nobody in the 25 range really pops. So you see Cameron Johnson, Santi Aldama, Trey Murphy III, Jordan Clarkson. We got Spencer Dinwiddie, Harrison Barnes, Malik Monk, Bobby Portis, and then Brandon Pajemski, Paul Reed.
Yeah, I'd go Pods or even Okongwu and use that extra cap.
It's impossible to project an Ant-Man breakout game, Gare, and I've been on the receiving end of that a couple times in a row. To give me Suggs over Lonnie Walker, although I think they're both. And people love to say Looney Walker, and it makes my brain break. But then you asked the same question, but added Benedict Mathurin. I would take Mathurin over Suggs over Lonnie Walker. All right, Christian is saying Curry and Achua or Kawhi and Lonnie Walker. What would you do here, TST?
I think Kawhi and Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm a big peanut butter and jelly guy. Is Plumlee or Tice good play with Zubac? Yeah, Johnny, I was trying to figure that out, man. I do think Plum Dog Millionaire, he's going to cap a 17, projects for 20, but I think that was before the Zubac news. The only thing is they can just do so many weird things. And I don't know if it's guaranteed that Plumlee's going to crush because Zubac has been out and he hasn't crushed, right? I think they are fine plays, but I wouldn't be like, holy shit, I got to get him in there. Mikal Bridges, Tommy was asking about. I think Mikal is the same every week. He's got Kappa 41, projects for 36.6, even with 3 games. So I don't know. All right, let's see. What about Amori? Dude, that now we're going off the Eugene Amori, right? Who's he been playing for? He's been playing. Let's see. He's not projecting. I know he played a couple minutes last game. All right, this one's for you, TST. Stephen Precious or Jalen Johnson and Nurk?
Jalen Johnson and Nurk.
Yeah. Give me Trey Lyles with 2 games, I think. LeBron or Anthony Davis. Dude, so here Anthony Davis has like a primetime matchup tonight if he plays. Like, we just need him to play. But I love the matchup against Charlotte.
Also, I'm
Score.
always taking AD over LeBron.
Yeah, he's just the ceiling's higher.
Yeah.
Scores asking Markkinen, Kuminga, Simons, Kleber, or Murray. Okay, nope. Wait, hold on. Laurie Markkinen, Jonathan Kuminga, Anthony Simons, Maxi Kleber, or one of the Murrays, Wagner, DeSumo, and Pajemski. I think it's the first one. Kawhi or Wemby. I know Kawhi's in a juicy matchup. The blocks and steals of Wemby, it's hard not to play him every time, right?
Yeah, if you have Wemby, I feel like you're playing him.
Yeah, let's go Wemby to the moon. Jimmy Bucks and Claxton or Toppin and yeah, it's the first one. This isn't close. Toppin and Kevin Love. What's going on? Oh wait, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy Butler and Claxton plus Toppin or I don't know. What do you guys think of my
I think he's
Oh.
saying to choose between Toppin and Kevin Love.
Oh. Man, I don't know. I actually think it's Kevin Love. No, that can't be right. Kevin Love is a cap of 15, projects for 15 basically. Obi Toppin. Actually, yeah, Kevin Love does project better. What do you guys think of my fifth pick? Lou Dort with a cap of 17 besides Kyrie, Kawhi, DiVincenzo, and Okongwu. Yeah, I like Lou Dort, especially if J-Dub doesn't play again, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck, I messed it up. Butler or Claxton, Toppin or Love. Oh. Well, Love projects better. Jimmy Butler's been kind of on a heater lately, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Jimmy. Miles Turner, Josh Hart. I know nobody likes to click Miles Turner's name, but I do think it's Miles Turner here, right?
Yeah, he's got way more upside.
Yeah. Turner and Duran or Fultz and Harris? Is that Tobias? What would you do here?
Turner, Duran, Fultz, and Harris. Ooh. I think Fultz and Harris.
I'm seeing a lot of questions about Tobias. Did he get ruled in? Is that what happened here? Andrew Wiggins is ruled out. Dorian Finney-Smith is out. No, all right. We don't have that yet. Okay. Is Harris a must play? We don't know if he's going to play yet. So if he's in, yeah, he's a great play. Here, I'm going to do some rapid fire here as we're getting ready to wind down. Jalen Johnson or Darius Garland? Until we know Garland's minutes, it's JJ, right? Jalen Johnson playing good ball. So Chris is saying is J-Val a good play? And you mentioned him earlier, right? If you like him, if we get no Zion, he should beat up Pirtle a little bit.
Yeah. No, I feel like J-Val crushes the Raptors. So if he gets enough minutes, which is kind of always the Pelicans deal.
Yeah, right. Austin Reeves has been on a heater. Boston Base with a really good question. Who do you think is a better cellmate? Is it Rondo or John Morant?
Depends. If they like you, it's Rondo. Yeah. If they don't like you, it's Ja.
Yeah, we'll come back to this one, Sneeps. Malik Monk over Harrison Barnes. I'm just never clicking Harrison Barnes' name, right? I know he's been playing a little bit better, but I can't do it. What do you think about this? I feel like Terry Rozier hasn't really broken out. It seems like Tyler Hero is going to be back tomorrow. Are you taking Rozier over Nurk?
No, I just don't think that Rozier has we're still jaded by we're still thinking of Charlotte Rozier and not Miami.
Yeah,
Rozier.
He doesn't have that role yet. Or you might not ever. We're looking up Lester. Oh, nope. We're looking up Lester earlier. He has a cap of 5 and projects for just over 12. Let's see what else we got. Having trouble with the small cap, says AA Ron. I have a Luka, SGA, Curry, Okongwu, and KJ Martin. KJ can be switched up for a cap of 7. You go to Bryce McGowan's. That's the only one that's got. If you can only do 7, because Max Christie's fine, and then you got to drop down to Bryce McGowan's. If you don't want to pay for Bryce McGowan's, maybe you get lucky with Micic or Javon Carter, but Bryce McGowan's is really the only dumpster dive play. Yeah, we just answered Bilo Rozier, Barnes, Kuminga, or Harris. I feel like we've been getting a lot of that. I'm playing Scotty Barnes over Kuminga. I know Kuminga's on a heater, but we're playing Barnes over Kuminga, right?
Yeah, got it.
And I know Tobias Harris.
What I will say too is that Barnes in the last 4 to 5 games has only got 1 stock max per game. So
Darius, that'll come back.
Yeah, that'll come back, and he was still putting up probably around 40 fantasy points. So he can get there once those couple steals here and there, a block.
So I'm gonna try to catch up here. Fucking with me here. Give me Paul Reed over Strus. Jacob, this looks good. This looks good. Let it PJ Fox, Matherin, Cam Thomas for your limit. Oh, Tatum. Yeah, that was good. No, you're good, Leon. Don't worry about it. What do you think about Derek White and Ivy for Eastern Conference? So, dude, Jaden Ivey's been playing awesome. He's been playing really well. I haven't looked up White's numbers yet either. He's got a cap of 32, projection of 34. Ivy has a cap of 32, projection of 29. His cap is kind of high, but I do like Ivy. Ivy's been playing good basketball. Luke Kennard or Clarkson. I don't know if we have the word on Luke Kennard playing tomorrow, but if he is, he's got him at a cap of 25, projection of 24. Clarkson, cap of 24, projection of 27.5. I feel like I'd lean Clarkson, but where are you going there?
Probably lean Clarkson too. Kennard's cap's too high for me right now.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. PG and Okongwu or Steph and Moody. Listen, I love Steph, but Okongwu is probably like a 15-point favorite over Moody. So I can never tell if this is a joke because it is Ish Smith. But let's look at Ish Smith. Cap of 11, projection of just about 11. Born, let it ride. All right, Nick saying this is for UTST. Wemby and Paul Reed or Siakam and Tyler Hero.
Wemby and Reed or Siakam and Hero.
Yeah.
The Reed news is scaring me, so I'm going Siakam Hero.
Siakam's been playing great with Indiana too. He's been doing really well. Alan said, "Hey, would you guys play Paul George over Kawhi and use the extra cap on your worst player, or just play Kawhi?" So here's the thing, Alan. I think this is a fair question. However, I need to know what your worst player is, because I think Kawhi's ceiling is much higher than Paul George's tonight, and I want to play Kawhi. So it depends what your worst player is. So throw that in there. Oh, the Hornets are starting Ish Smith and Leaky Black. Leaky Black is not on the site. I already tried to buy him. McGowan's is still a fine play off the bench, but that does cap some of his upside. Josh, good luck, dude. I think I would take McGowan's and Kuminga, but I don't feel great about it. All right, so Score says Jamal Murray 1 game versus the Lakers. Do you ever put him in champion? What do you think?
Like, I assume we're not talking MVP.
Yeah, not as your MVP, but just like, does he have that enough upside with 1 game?
He's been playing really well recently, and he's been
especially
doing it.
Teams,
and he's been doing it like when Jokic is doing well as well, which is important. So
I like
him in champion.
Felix, listen, Cam Thomas projects really well. I don't. Oh God, I feel like I'm clicking Anthony Simons over Cam Thomas.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, okay. That I wondered if that made me crazy. He's got a cap at 33, projection at 35. Cam Thomas, I thought I saw him right there, but I didn't. Cam Thomas has a cap of 32, projection 36.5. So Thomas does project better. I'm still rolling with Simons. And hey, listen, that could be one of those trade deals. You want to get a big brain specky spec? If Brogdon gets moved, Simon takes probably 5 more shots. Kleber's good to go, I believe. We got that news. Rozier's playing against Charlotte. I know. How much revenge can you have against a team that's won 4 games? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a revenge narrative guy. Jaren Jackson is doubtful for tomorrow, Matic Otto. We've got Royce O'Neal, Kelly Olynyk, or Kevin Love. Do you have I think this is really between Royce O'Neal, who we know has a cap of 16 and a projection of 20. Olynyk has a cap of 16, projection of 16. So Royce projects the best. How do you feel?
Yeah, Royce or Olynyk, but Royce edges out.
Yeah, I'm with you. Derek White or Brogdon? I'm nervous like Brogdon doesn't play a game because he gets traded. Right? Yeah. I think I'd go Derek White. Monk or Naz Reid? Okay, Naz. We haven't said his name yet. He's got a cap of 22, projection of 21. Malik, you can see him up here, projects like 5 points better. So unless we get word that like Rudy or Cat is going to miss a game, I think you roll with Monk. Kirk Cousins or Brock Purdy? Aren't they the same? I feel like one's an older brother. It's just 2 tubs of mayonnaise. Prioritize Eastern Conference over champ as much few players and similar rewards. Is that true? I don't think. Maybe we'll dive into that. I didn't think it was similar rewards. Maybe that's what we look at. during our first ever After Dark. And if you haven't signed up for the VIP membership, baby, do that now. Our first ever After Dark is going to start in like 12 minutes. We're going to go over, we got a few minutes before lock. So what we'll do is look at top tier projections, optimizer, float around with that a little bit, give away another rare tier card over there. Go sign up. It's $4.99. We'll get 2 of those shows a week. You'll also get value hunting a little bit before everybody else. We're going to do an MVP Monday show as well, where we dive into MVPs. But I haven't looked at these rewards. Is the Eastern Conference really like? No,
Yeah, I don't.
they're
see
not the
that being
same.
possible.
They're not the same. I just looked at them. Are you a liar? Who said that? Super Carl, you're a VIP. Are you a lying VIP, Super Carl? Who do you think gets the dude? Yeah, listen, Jamie, good fucking luck figuring out Memphis. I will tell you that Scottie Pippen looks like the best one out there.
Yep.
Pippen looks good, but good luck. Both answer over under Brunson 61 so rare points. So let's look at what his projection is for tonight. Brunson's been freaking awesome. They have 2 games this game week. He projects for 48. 61's a lot of so rare points though. Are you taking over or under?
Give me the over.
Yeah, let's
and
go
hope
over.
he doesn't get
this.
double teamed.
Yeah, I know. Tom, you know what? I'm going to say Portis and just hope Brook Lopez sits a game. I feel like this is one of those things like, listen, you might be wrong, but if you are right and Brook Lopez misses a game, the ceiling of Bobby is like, we saw him get 27 and 7 in that last game. Borland, come back to this. Make sure I answer this before. Actually, we'll just say it real quick. Are you a Chiefs fan, TSC?
Yeah.
So you taking the Chiefs to win?
Because I have to.
Yeah. I think the Chiefs are going to win too. 24-21. Give it to me. Trey Plumlee and Trey. Who's Trey? Trey Young, Plumlee, and Curry or Durant and Trey. Oh, Johnny, baby.
No. It's just Curry Durant.
It's just so just pick Curry or Durant.
Right? 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't work either.
No idea. Johnny, you gotta do this again, Johnny. Brunson versus Dallas or Maxey. Wait, go ahead. What?
Go back to it. Maybe it's Trey, Lyles, Plumlee, and Curry, or Durant. No, it still doesn't work. Sorry.
No, so not enough guys. Not enough guys. Brunson versus Dallas or Maxey both has 2 games. Listen, I know Maxey doesn't have Embiid. I know we saw him score 50 points against the Jazz. Do you
he
know
also
what,
got
though?
1 assist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Brunson, baby. It's Brunson. Yeah. All right, pick 2 from Jokic with 1 game, Brunson with 2 games, Trey with 2 games. So you pick one, and then I'll pick the second one.
We get to pick 2.
Yeah, pick 2.
I'm picking Jokic.
Yeah, I'm going to take Brunson. I know Trey Young's on a heater. I don't love that Clippers matchup tonight, so give me Brunson. Hardaway or McCollum, it's CJ. It's especially with Kyrie back. All right, we get to pick 2 again. Murray, Ant, Barnes, Fox picks 2. Pick 2. You get the first pick.
Give me Murray.
Also, while you think AD, LeBron, Zion all ruled in tonight. There we go. All right, sorry. Who are you taking here?
Murray.
Murray, give me, what does the Fox say? Give me Fox. Pirtle and Kessler or Big Dick, Nick, Rich, and Aldama. I like Nick Richards and Aldama better. I'm just nervous he doesn't play. Tatum or Bronathan. Give me. I love the matchup tonight's beautiful. So give me LeBron. All right, hold on. Rudy's off the injury report. All right, so no Naz Reid, Bogdanovich, or Turner for champion. Okay, so Turner does project better. Fucking give me Bogdan. Who are you taking, TSD?
Let's roll with Bogdan.
Yeah, dude. This is team DeJounte gets traded, and it's team fuck him. Turner. All right, you want the PJ video? We'll give you the PJ video as we get ready to wrap up. Hey, make sure you like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and then put hashtag After Dark in for a chance at the rare tier card giveaway. PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington. All right, here we go. We're going to go rapid fire, and then we're going to get out of here and then get ready for our After Dark show. Make sure you've signed up for the VIP. Dinwiddie and Siakam or Miles Turner and Cam Thomas? Well, Miles Turner, you can go fuck yourself. It's Dinwiddie and Siakam. Actually, no, this is mine. Oh, wait, are you going Dinwiddie and Siakam? I think
Yeah.
that's close, but yeah. Oh, Johnny fixed it. He said, sorry, it was Plumlee and Curry or Durant and Trey Lyles. Who are you taking?
Plumlee Curry.
Plumlee Curry. I think I like that too. Shout out Jeb for breaking the news for us. Let's see what else we got here. Plumlee or O'Neal. Give me Plum Dog Millionaire. Wait, is Brooke Lopez out? Did we get that? Did we already get that news for tomorrow? Larry Nance is available to play. Herb Jones available to play. If Brooke Lopez has been ruled out, I love Bobby Portis. I don't think that's happened yet, Patrick. What are marketing projections? Sure, we can get you Laurie's. Laurie has a cap of 42, projection of 39 with 2 games this game week. Turner down bad. He is down bad. All right, that's it. We did it. We got through it. Let's remind the people here. Like that, I know a lot of people have done it already. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and I'm looking for the giveaway. There it is. Hashtag After Dark, 135 entrants. Who the F is Leaky from Charlotte? It's a great question. The voice on PJ clip makes it sound like he's a new DLC fighter on Tekken. It's great. And also just a reminder, listen, we're up to like 30 VIP So Rare members. If this is something you're into, this will be the last time I plug it today. It's $4.99 a month. We're going to do an After Dark show after every Live Before Lock, where we hang out for like 45 more minutes. We're going to go over, we'll look at the optimal lineups. We're going to give away a rare tier card specifically just for that crew every time, which means I'm giving out just like thousands of rare tier cards. But we're going to do that. We're also going to do an MVP show every Monday. You'll get value hunting stuff ahead of time. So shout outs to people who join. We got Super Carl, Ibrahim, Hershey, ZM, D-Lo. We got JJL, Randall Webb, Walker, Sunshine 49er, Reese Davis, David Eagle, Details, Joker Rock. Let's go. We love to see it. I think that's just about everything. Any last words before we wrap up and move on to the next phase?
No, man. Let's do it. Pump for the first After
Any
Dark.
movies you need to plug?
No movies to plug today. I got something else though. Highly recommend roasting pumpkin seeds. Pick up some raw pumpkin seeds. Some people will call it pepitas, I believe.
Oh, yeah, Kelsey does this all the time.
And put them in the oven, about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Olive oil, salt. Roast them up for about 15 minutes or so. Great to put with some other nuts in some yogurt or in salads. Probably a bunch of health benefits, but who cares? It tastes delicious. Yeah,
this is a great. Also, my dog won't eat any of them because he's not allowed to. But when she's cooking those, he's just like, oh yeah, his nose like loses his mind.
That's how you know they're good.
It's true. That is true. It's so funny. This is like a quick dog story. He is programmed now that when I come back in with a brown bag, he's like, oh man, he got a turkey stub. And so today I came back with a salad, but I'm in the bag and he jumps off the ottoman because he sees me walking up the stoop and he's like, yeah, let's go. It's turkey time. And then I take it out and I shit you not, he's sitting next to me and his head is down like the Michael Cera character in Arrested Development or Charlie Brown. They just like removed the football from him when he went to kick it. Like he looked so dejected. He's like, there's no turkey, there's no chicken. It was so funny. And before we spin this thing, people will need to know the France jersey, why the Canada jersey was replaced.
It got rotated in. I just liked it. It's from Casey Vanderman, the Toronto artist that also did the Canadian one. I just like the homage to the France soccer jerseys, and it's a Wemby jersey.
Love to see it.
Didn't know.
It is a Wemby jersey. Love to see it. All right, if you win this giveaway, shoot me a DM on Twitter at Mike Sakarian or in the Discord. Appreciate everyone being here. Make sure you sign up for the VIP. Let's come do the After Dark show. I think it'll be fun. TSC, you sticking around for it for a little bit? CC Bus.
Let's go CC Bus. Yeah, I'll be multitasking, but I'll be around. I'll be hanging.
Yeah, we're gonna build our lineups together. I think that will be the beginning. CC Bus, congrats, man. If you are a VIP member, we're gonna start up that stream in 2 minutes because I gotta send TST the link and I have to pee. So those will be the two things that happen in the meantime. Appreciate everyone joining. If you're not a VIP, we'll see you at Value Hunting on Wednesday. For TST, for Pepitas, and myself, we are out.